Now, look at this guy. What he's been eating is the equivalent of a North American diet.
Okay, what's going on with all my money motivated stars? Now I'm finna give context to that little clip I just showed y'all. That was a shout out to Period, man. Period, he sent me that video like a couple days ago, and I just wanted to make a video on it today because it's crucial in what we going through right now. You know what I mean? Cause I had a discussion with my mama the other day, and she was telling me like, you used to be so way much smarter than you was. You know what I mean? Not insulting me, but just saying like, I used to grasp stuff differently. I used to be more attentive when I got my attention like went away, like when I got a certain age, you know what I mean? And I was just letting her know, I was like, it's the food we eat, you know what I mean? Because I can always talk to people and keep on saying, go back to the food we eat, the food we eat, the food we eat, and it starts to become repetitive for some people, and they think it's an excuse for the way you act the way you act, but that's what it is. You know what I mean? Any American, any person you see in today's time, their behavior is predicated on what they eat. You can't get around it. This is the human body, the computer system. So whatever you put in here is how you gonna function. You know what I mean? This is, like I said, it's just like an ordinary computer. Whatever DVD you put in there, that's what's gonna play. You can't put in the flick and expect Ronald McDonald to come on. You feel what I'm saying? So going back to that video was a study they was doing on rats. Like I always tell y'all about the studies, but I never show y'all. And that, even though that's a little clip, I still can give context. They put 2 different rats inside a pool of water. The first rat they put in there, they said it was the healthy rat. So they put it in, I don't think it was water. It looked kind of yellow. Whatever they put the liquid substance, whatever they placed the rat in, the first healthy rat went straight to it was like a little thing they had in the middle. So he went straight to standing on top of it and getting out the water. You know what I mean? Or whatever they placed them in. The second rat was, which I just heard. You know what I mean? It was like, this is the rat this we putting in here off a North American diet. You know what I mean? That's us. If y'all didn't know, you know what I mean? We placing this rat in here off. He's not healthy. He's a rat that we feed North American food to. You know what I mean? So when that rat got into the pool or whatever it was, he couldn't find his way to safety. The first healthy rat found his way to safety. I wish I can show y'all all. I didn't want to get copyrighted. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll put it in my shorts so y'all can see. But the first healthy rat, as soon as they placed him in there, he went straight to the refuge. You know what I mean? He went straight to safety. It's like his brain was functioning. It wasn't no clicking. He went straight to safety. That rat, the second rat that was on the North American diet, he was in there struggling like a muff. That man couldn't. He's like he was trying to climb up the walls. You know what I mean? There was no sense of direction, problem solving. It was just gone. You feel what I'm saying? And when I was having that conversation with my mom, I was telling her, I was like, even though I didn't get aware and conscious till I was a little bit older, when it came to the food and stuff, and I was like, that's why it was where it was, because I remember what she was talking about. I used to be really advanced at a young age, you know what I mean? Like I said, my mom told me stories. She was like, one time she took me to a Chinese restaurant and they said something. I repeated exactly how they said it, and the Chinese people was looking at me like they thought I knew Chinese because how I repeated it, you know what I mean? And she was like, she'll never forget that day. And it's a lot of times, even before I remember before I was even in school, you know, I got an older brother. He was doing like homework pamphlets when he was in school, and I used to answer a lot of his questions that he didn't know, you know what I mean? And I wasn't even in school yet. My mom used to tell me about that, and I remember doing it, you know what I mean? I remember where we were sitting at and everything. Like, I remember where the bed was. I have those vivid memories of portions of my childhood. And I told her, I was like, it wasn't until I got to like 4th grade, 5th grade to where I started having like technical difficulties up here. You know what I mean? That's where I got conscious of it. I didn't know what it was. You know, just it was like 4th going to 5th grade, within 6th grade, me transitioning, I stopped remembering a lot of stuff, and I was like, cause it was always easy for me to grasp. I was a good listener, you know what I mean? It was always so easy for me to grasp information. Like, I used to take my toys apart and put it back together, you know what I mean? Like, my mom used to give me like little blocks and little puzzle pieces, and I'll put them together. And she was telling me I need to be like I forgot what she said when I was young. I don't know if it's engineer or it was something along those lines. But when I had when Perry sent me that video, it reminded me. I was like, man, that what it was. It just was a fool, because if you spiritual too, you know that Virgos, our spiritual faculties are really connected to our gut. Virgos nobody's supposed to have a dirty gut, but when it comes to Virgos especially, we function at our lowest when we're not eating what we're supposed to. You feel what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their different faculties where they in their strong suits, but the Virgo, it's the gut. You know what I mean? You'll notice if you're a Virgo, you can just do some research on it. But yeah, I noticed a big change in my a big decline in my learning ability. You know what I mean? A lot of these, and I also remember I used to eat a lot of candy. You know what I mean? When I got in control and we got old enough, me and my brother, to walk to school. We were still kids, but we got old enough to walk to school. I used to stop at the store every morning, get fruities, candy, all this stuff affects your learning abilities, man. Sugar really, because they say dementia is only diabetes of the brain, and it comes from eating too much sugar. And I ate a lot of sugar growing up as a child. That's where I would spend my allowance and my whatever money I had. It's going straight to the store in the morning. Miss Louise store. Rest in peace to Miss Louise, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's where a lot of it come from, man. So sugar is bad. That's the reason for not my whole journey, but me doing fruitarian and me going raw, because I wanted to get rid of sugar. Sugar is deadly. It's deadly to the neurons, the body. It causes premature aging. You know what I mean? Wrinkles in your face, slow, affects your learning and your problem solving ability. That's why a lot of people would be scared if we had no government, we had no people to tell us what to do, because they know the stuff that they give a human is going to make them lack thinking. They thinking faculties is going to be off, and their problem solving skills are going to be off. So who better than them to give you solutions to the problems you can't solve, because they gave you stuff that was gonna mess up your thinking. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I always preach, man, eat healthy. That's why I go live when I'm juicing, man. Juice, eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? So you can solve some problems in your life. A lot of people wouldn't be in poverty today if we was eating properly. We would know how to solve the problem of paying these bills. We would know different ways and find different sources to make our income be what we need to have the lifestyle we want to. So that's why I preach the importance of this. You know what I mean? I give out other teachers like Yaki, Dr. Bobby Price. You know what I mean? I'm keep on saying their names because I get new subscribers every day. So if y'all don't know how to properly start these what they call diets, you know what I mean, healthy living, they can teach you. You know what I mean? And I can show you about fasting and tell you what I went through along my journey with fasting, because I've always been intelligent, you know what I mean? And it was a point in my life where I started to feel a little dumb, because I'm like, man, this ain't me, you know what I mean? Like, I was always able, like I was telling my mom, I was like, man, when I ain't even used to do my homework. But when I used to go to school, it's like, as soon as you get in school, in class, you'll have like a little, not recess, but before class started, teacher go out and get some coffee or you know what I'm saying, get something to eat. In that little short time span, I do all my homework between that time span. That's why I was never worried about doing homework. I really didn't want to do homework. I hated it. I just didn't see the point of doing work at school, then going home doing homework. But I knew that I was smart enough when I got there. Every class I went to, unless the teachers on some BS and they know, you know what I'm saying? Because someone can see you doing the homework when you come in. So it be some teachers to be petty. As soon as you walk in the door, they stand at the door with your homework. They ain't giving you no chance to do it. You know what I mean? So I be just effed up when it comes to that. You got me. You know, I ain't do it. But If you went outside that classroom for like 2-3 minutes to go get you a bottle of water or something, my homework would be done. You feel what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people just gotta know, man, you're not dumb. Nobody's dumb. You just eating the wrong stuff and it's frying your brain, literally frying your brain. So when it comes down to it, man, eat healthy or meditate. You gotta start practicing what we preach, man. Yoga, all that, getting our cells just lacking oxygen. You know what I mean? Do headstands, get the blood flowing to the brain. You know what I mean? There's no energy there. You know, move the body, circulate the blood. You feel what I'm saying? Get on a bike. You know what I mean? And I was like, should I say this to make the video longer? I ain't gonna make this video longer than what it need to be, but it's just like me growing up in the hood. It's this guy. Yeah, I ain't say I grew up with. He was older when I was younger. You know what I mean? But he got pretty much an unhealthy lifestyle. But one thing I noticed about him, he been riding a bike since I knew him, since I was knee high, and he's still able to move around like that. That bike been saving his life. You know what I mean? You gotta notice the people in the hood and their habits. I'm a people watcher sometimes. You know what I mean? So when it comes down to it, you gotta notice the habits and the vices some people have, but what's clinging them on to life, keeping them here. You know what I mean? If he didn't have that bike, he would be way unhealthy. He probably wouldn't even be here no more. But the fact that he's on that bike every day, I never seen him drive a car out of my whole 32 years. You know what I mean? 33 years. I never seen him drive a car. Maybe because he drinks so much that he know he don't need to get behind the wheel, but that's saving his life. The fact that he's always moving, this cardio, you know what I mean? The fact that he's always, his blood is always flowing and circulating. It's a lot of stuff that is keeping people alive in the hood, and they just don't know it. They just think it's something that this person may lack, but it's something that they gaining off this. You know what I mean? I know I went in, you know what I'm saying, off a different topic a little bit, but it was still health related. But that's all I want to say in this video, man. Keep your thoughts positive, keep your food clean, keep your body clean. You know what I mean? Just yeah. Abundance gonna come to you, you know what I mean? Repair that brain, repair everything you got in your body, repair your organs so you can function and be in a problem solving mode. You know what I mean? You can always be able to solve the problem that's thrown at you. You know what I mean? Because life is about obstacles. It's all about how you treat the obstacles, like a lesson, or you gonna be hit so hard that you never gonna get back up. You know what I mean? Lessons are supposed to be things where we get hit and we recover from that, and we find out how not to get hit on that same side no more. We might get hit on the left side now. So now we got hit on both sides. Now we are aware of right and left. You know what I mean? We can't just keep on getting hit and just keep on walking down and not still preparing to get hit. And we can constantly, now we got bruises, you know what I mean? So it's all about, it's life lessons, man. So stay focused. Share the video, like the video for sure. And y'all be blessed on walking that smoke.